All right, hello friends. We're back. I just played the previous game, and I'm about to play again with the same characters. If I can get the program to work, there we go. Oh, would you like to play again? Okay, I thought it just plays with all the same players again. All right. I know what I'm doing. I'm a 4-day champion, 59,200 bucks, and we're gonna play along with Keith, handsome Keith. And we're going to play with Jody again. She was in the last game. Contestants, get ready to play Jeopardy. And, okay, this time around we got some new categories that I know I haven't seen before, or at least haven't seen in the last 30 years when I played this game as a kid. The categories are reference books, political slogans, sports, movie classics, fabrics, and can do with can in quotation marks. That means the letters CAN are going to appear in every correct response. Let's start with reference books for 100. I think this will be fun. The first distinctly American one was published by Noah Webster in 1828. What is a dictionary? Webster's Dictionary. Here we go. Reference books for $200. The answer is some of these are entitled World, Poor Richards, and Farmers. What is an almanac? Almanac. Is that something people still use today? Almanacs? Now that we have the internet, reference books for $300. It was first published by Ireland's largest brewery to settle bar disputes. Ireland's largest brewery is Guinness. What is Guinness Book of World Records? Gosh. I didn't phrase it exactly like the parser wanted me to phrase it. Probably Book of Records? I don't know. But it is the Guinness Book of Records. World's Records? How should I have said it? Guinness. Well, I spelled Guinness wrong. That doesn't help. Book of Records. Okay, I added the world in there and it didn't like it. Guinness Book of Records is correct. Keith with 300. What are we going to do now? Sports for $400. This nobleman framed the rules of boxing. Okay, I had a pop-up show up in the corner of the screen. I couldn't buzz in. Who was the Marquis of Queensberry? Yeah. The mic might have even been able to pick up that, me banging on the space bar trying to get to work. Reference books for $400. He privately published his book of familiar quotations in 1855. Who was Bartlett? Did I spell Bartlett wrong? Is it one T or two? Bartlett's familiar quotations. Oh, Jody. No, sorry, Jody. I think if you watched enough of these videos, you know when the computer's going to answer correctly because you'll see the what is or who is pop up when the clue pops up again. So let's see with Keith. Yeah, who was John Bartlett? Oh, we wanted the full name, did we? Okay. Johnny Bartlett. Fine. Political slogans for $400. In 1940, Republicans were urged to win with him. Who was Wendell Willkie? Okay, a bit before my time, too. Wendell Willkie. That would have been against FDR back in 1940. Can do for $400. And the answer is, during World War II, stars donated their time to entertain at GI Nitery, the Hollywood Canteen. I wonder if the Hollywood, well, it's what was the Hollywood Canteen, so it must not exist anymore. We'll have to look that up in the post game, which you'll find on the blog. Fabrics for $4. Fabric, woven from flax yarns. It's a generic term for sheets, towels, etc. What is linen? Oh, thank God I got one right finally. We're up to $400. Let us finish out the reference books for $500, please. George Washington owned an early edition of this encyclopedia that is still published today. What is the Britannica? The Encyclopedia Britannica. I'm more of a World Book guy myself, but alas, it wasn't published in George Washington's time. Sports for 3. Okay, developed from the game in India called Puna. It resembles badminton. Okay. Sport. I may have to read these. These are long clues. Read them myself. At age 18, she's... Oh, I'm going to give it a shot. At age 18, she shared top billing with Johnny Weissmuller at the San Francisco Expo's Aquacade. Who is Esther Williams. Okay. Esther didn't look right. The H was throwing me off. Esther Williams, very famous swimmer of that era. Johnny Weissmuller was a famous swimmer as well and played Tarzan in the movies in like the 1930s. Sports for 100. Game that begins when the centers jump. What is basketball? Centers are usually the tallest players on a team. They do the jump ball at the beginning. Sports for 2. The more common name for a baseball pitch in which the moundsman loads up a wet one. It's not a legal pitch either. The more common name for a baseball pitch in which the moundsman, the pitcher, loads up a wet one. What is a spitball? Yeah, not legal. Not a legal pitch. Okay. Can do, please, for 100. This rotund comic, this is an old reference, this rotund comic is an alumnus of SCTV, who is the great, funny John Candy. Yeah. Okay. Can do for 200. The Pro Football Hall of Fame is located there. What is Canton, Ohio? Oh, they wanted Ohio too. Oh, the judges being too strict. The Pro Football Hall of Fame is located there, Canton, Ohio. Sorry, Jody. Keith for 200 bucks. You're going to try? He is. What is Canton, Ohio? All right, well, $2,100 for him. I think I'm at $1,100. Fabrics. The always popular fabrics category for 200. Luxurious material woven from the secretion of caterpillars. What is silk? Yeah. I wonder who first thought, hey, you know those secretions, you know what we can do with those? Let's make a handkerchief out of those. Can do for 300. These rolled pieces of pasta are often stuffed with meat and baked in tomato sauce. What is cannoli? No. Let's read it again. These rolled pieces of pasta are often stuffed with meat and baked in tomato sauce. Cannoli, right? What is cannelloni? Huh. I've never heard of that word. I don't know. Put in the comments. Do you think I got it right? We'll see. Can do for 5. The term for the chanting of words purported to have magical powers. Yeah, it's a... I got it. It doesn't start with C-A-N. Yep, I got it. The term for the chanting of words purported to have magical powers. What is an incantation? Incantation. There we go. Getting a little closer to Keith's score here. Okay, let's go movie classics. If they're a classic, then they should be classic now. For 100, Olivier played the brooding Heathcliff in this 1939 film. Heathcliff. Oh, is it? I'm gonna try it. I think I'm wrong, but I'm gonna try it. What is Wuthering Heights? Hey, I got it. I don't know where that came out of in my mind, but we will take it. Movie classics for 2. This film ends with, after all, tomorrow is another day. What is Gone with the Wind? Frankly, my dear. All right, tied with Keith. Movie classics for 3. This 1933 fantasy made Claude Rains a star, though he was barely seen. What is the Invisible Man? Boy, these are all 30. Gone with the Wind was what, 39 maybe? Yeah. We're really going back in time. This 1937 Frank Capra film made Shangri-La a household name. Frank Capra film. Shangri-La. Well, the only Frank Capra film I know is It's a Wonderful Life, but I don't remember Shangri-La appearing in it. Lost Horizon. Keith, political slogans for $200. The answer is, in 1964, this conservative offered voters a choice, not an echo. Who is Barry Goldwater? Yeah, he ran in 1964 against Lyndon Johnson, I guess it was. Political slogans for 100. He said, the workers have nothing to lose but their chains. Karl Marx. Fair enough. Not really a politician, but I guess political slogans don't have to be uttered by politicians. This preacher called backers of his presidential... yes. I'll read it in full. This preacher called backers of his Democratic presidential nomination bid the Rainbow Coalition. And that was, and I can picture him, the Rainbow Coalition. And it was Reverend, who is Jesse Jackson. Yeah, the Reverend Jesse Jackson. That's right. The Rainbow Coalition, a big thing in, I think it was the 1980s. He was a very big, popular politician. 500, this New York political machine advised vote early and vote often. What was the political machine out there? Political machine said. So if it's the machine, it would be, what is Tammany Hall? Yeah, Tammany Hall. Vote early and vote often. You're only supposed to vote once. Movie classics for $500. This landmark film was based on Reverend Tom Dixon's novel, The Klansman. It was that Griffith film from like 1915. About the South and is that really old D.W. Griffith's, I can't remember the name of it. I got it now. Birth of a Nation. Birth of a Nation. That's the film they're referring to. It's a little racist. The film, as you can imagine by the title of the novel. But it was a landmark film in 1915. The Birth of a Nation is the correct title. Sorry, folks. Sorry to make you wait for 30 seconds while I couldn't remember it. Oh, a daily double in fabrics, huh? Well, $2,300. That's $1,300. Here we go. A coarse material used for sacks. Its name is from the Sanskrit gunny. Gunny? I was thinking, what is burlap? No. Oh, gunny. Is it gunny instead of gunny? Gunny. Okay. I didn't know gunny sacks, that gunny was the material. I didn't know that. I didn't know what a gunny was. Fabrics for $3. There we go. Popular in sweaters. It comes from the fur of a rabbit, or less commonly a goat. What is Angora? All right, Jody's almost on the plus side. Last clue of the round. This was a tough round. Of course, the judge got me a couple of times. Colors in this woven plaid fabric from India are intended to bleed slightly. It's like, oh, okay, madras, or madras, I'm going to say. How do you pronounce that? Keith has the lead. Jody's going to pick first in Double Jeopardy, which we'll do after I catch my breath. I've done a lot of talking here. All right. All right, get the fingers limber. Very much anybody's game in Double Jeopardy. Folks ready? Here come the categories. European geography, playwrights, word origins, daytime TV, holidays, and all for love. Between Dover and Cape Grisnez, it is only 21 miles wide. And that, of course, is the English Channel. All right, Keith. All right, eyes on the prize. Here we go. Word origins for $200. From the German for lightning, it now means a defensive rush on a football quarterback. What is a blitz? You blitz the quarterback. All right, finally I got control over the board, and I like holidays for $200. Ah, there we go, daily double. Should we make it true? Let's make it true. $1,200. Here we go. New Orleans festival named for the custom of parading fat ox through Paris on Shrove Tuesday. Well, I assume it's Mardi Gras is what they want, not Carnival. What is Mardi Gras? Yeah. Oh, that fat ox. Okay, double or score. Holidays for $400. Holiday on which Bugs Moran gang was gunned down in a Chicago garage. What is Valentine's Day? Didn't word it the way they wanted it. It was the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. See, you don't want to put in extra stuff because they may not accept that. You want to... Maybe they do care about the apostrophe. I don't know. That's part of the fun of programming these sorts of games where it's a free response. Everyone gets it wrong. So in theory, no harm, no foul. And they wanted St. Valentine's Day. All right. I bet there's somebody who's been watching this series that is tabulating all the times the computer has screwed me out of correct ones. Before Martin Luther King, only man whose birthday was federal holiday. Of course, George Washington for President's Day. This game came out about the time Martin Luther King Jr. Day became a federal holiday. So, interesting. Pesach in Hebrew, it was celebrated by Jesus at the Last Supper. And forgive me if I'm not speaking Hebrew correctly. It was celebrated by Jesus at the Last Supper. What is Passover? Yeah. Holiday for $1,000. Major holiday following 12 days before Epiphany. What is 12 days? Was Christmas. Yeah. And then Epiphany is on like January 6th. All right. Made up some ground there. We're going to do daytime television, but remember, this game came out in 1987, so daytime television pre-1987 for $200. Here we go. Now hosted by Bob Barker. Well, the original version was emceed by Bill Cullen. Well, at the time it was. What is The Price is Right? Yeah, of course, now it's Drew Carey that has hosted The Price is Right for like a decade. Okay, let's keep going. Daytime TV for $400. Before landing the role of Barney Miller, he played Larry Carter on the soap opera Search for Tomorrow. Barney Miller was played by Hal Linden. Both of those shows were before my time, I'm afraid. Although I've heard of Barney Miller, and I've heard of Search for Tomorrow, but that's about it. All for Love, $600. Oh, Helen of Troy. Yeah, All for Love. She eloped with Paris, angering and stuff. It was Helen of Troy. All right, All for Love, $800. In this American opera, reading the clue, a cripple fights a killer for the woman they both love. What is Porgy and Bess? Sorry I used the word cripple, by the way. Porgy and Bess is the answer. The famous Broadway thing. All for Love, $400. Humbert's Love. Humbert's love for this Nabokov nymphette brought madness and disgrace. Who is Lolita? Yeah, from the book of the same name. I recently read it because it always pops up as in the top 3 or top 5 novels of the 20th century, and I'm like, so I had to read it for myself. It's an interesting and strange book, but yeah, very odd story. Daytime TV for $6. Freewheeling host whose talk show fizzled in the daytime but found late night more hospitable. Freewheeling host whose talk show fizzled in daytime but found late night more hospitable. Who is David Letterman? Yeah, he had the David Letterman show in the morning on NBC. Didn't work out well. Had late night and then did the late show on CBS. Daytime TV for $800. This program's host starred in The Bold Ones and Lucas Tanner. What is Good Morning America? We're probably going to have to do a little bit of research on this one to figure out what host they're referring to. All for Love, $1,000. As Mrs. Teasdale, Mrs. Claypool, and Mrs. Upjohn, she was hopelessly in love with Groucho Marx, and that was Margaret Dumont. The great Margaret Dumont. As president of the bank, I welcome you with open arms. Is that so? How late do you stay open? All for Love, $200. After the death of this husband, Cleopatra killed herself with an asp. Who was Mark Antony? Is it Mark with a C? It's Mark Antony. Antony and Cleopatra. The computer's holding me back. It is Mark with a C and not Mark with a K. Mark with a K is probably the guy that sang pop hits in the early 2000s. Mark with a C is what they wanted. Daytime television for $1,000. Finish this out. Emily McLaughlin plays this nurse on General Hospital. Nurse Jessie Brewer. No idea. The soap opera, General Hospital, of course. It's been on for decades now. European geography for $6. The 2 countries on the Iberian Peninsula. What are Portugal and Spain? What are Spain and Portugal? The judge is just not no. Spain and Portugal in that order. That's what they wanted. European geography. $200. Name applied to Europe since the discovery of America. What is the Old World? Oh. Oh. What is the old world? Oh, this is painful, folks. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that the programmers were strict on this one. But we got ourselves a tie at 4,000 apiece. European geography for $800. I'll read the clue here. Sevastopol, Varna, and Odessa are main ports on this sea. What is the... Oh, crap. What is the Black Sea? Yeah, okay. Odessa's in the Ukraine, so but for a minute I blanked on what the name of the sea was. European geography for 1,000. Europe is the only continent without this major geographical feature. What is a desert? Huh. Never thought about it, but I guess that's true. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. Playwrights for $200. The answer is nicknamed Doc. He wrote The Odd Couple and The Goodbye Girl, and it's Neil Simon. I just couldn't buzz in time. Now, the great playwright Neil Simon. Playwrights for $1,000. Jane Fonda played this playwright in the movie Julia. No idea. It was Lillian Hellman. Okay. Fair enough. Keith with the lead by 200. Remember, the computers don't play Final Jeopardy, so as long as I have the lead, I win the game. $800. Best known for Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, he won Pulitzers for 2 other plays. Who is Edward Albee? Huh? 6 clues to go. Playwrights for $400, and the answer is nickname of the late playwright Thomas Lanier Williams. What is Tennessee? Now, is it just Tennessee or is it Tennessee Williams? It's 2 E's. Tennessee. I'm gonna put the whole word. Tennessee Williams. Okay. Jeez. Thank you, computer. 5,200 on that. Let's finish. No. Let's word origins. 400. The term sadism derives from the name of this French nobleman. Sadism. Who was the Marquis de Sade? Sadism. All right, 5,600. I need another clue to take the lead. 600. Word origins. Slang for sent to prison. It refers to the direction of Sing from New York City. What is up the river? Sing Sing prison from New York City. Up the river. Thanks, Keith. Playwrights. He dramatized his life with Marilyn Monroe in After the Fall. He's the fellow who wrote The Crucible. Marilyn Monroe. Shoot, you're gonna have to make me. Who is who wrote The Crucible? Who is I don't remember. He wrote The Crucible. What was his name? Because Marilyn, Joe DiMaggio is the other famous one. Oh, Arthur Miller. Yeah. Shoot. Arthur Miller. All right. Word origins. 800? Yep, 800. Here we go. This term for an oppressive boss recalls the villain in Uncle Tom's Cabin. A Simon Legree. And word origins for $1,000. Literally French for white card. I'm going to get this wrong. It's been taken to mean blank check. French for white card. Oh, yeah. What is carte blanche? Yeah, carte blanche. There you go. Didn't get first place, but I'm $400 behind Keith. All right, we'll do Final Jeopardy in a moment. Remember, the computer does not play Final Jeopardy. So if I bet $500 and get it right, I win the game. We'll see what happens. Here comes the category. Category's inventors. Well, we got to get it right anyway to keep the championship alive. So let's go for an even 10 grand. All right, category inventors. Here's the clue. Among his many inventions were the bifocal lenses he wore. Who is Benjamin Franklin? Yeah, Ben Franklin. Invented the bifocals, Franklin stove, all kinds of other goodies. Benjamin Franklin, $10,000, and that's the win in a 5-day record. And yeah, that brings us over, what, 60-some thousand? $69,200 in winnings up to this point, fake winnings. And we'll end this video here. I think I'm going to play another game. You'll see it later. And until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Don't forget to do the things you're supposed to do on YouTube, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.